We're talking watches with Scotty. I want to throw this out to you, please. This is not an offer. This is just for this is purely for entertainment purposes, okay?
Yep.
I'm going to throw it to you.
Yeah, I think I know what you're going to ask, yeah.
If you had a choice today, would you take the Breguet or would you take the Explorer 1?
Gee, that's
if you
tough.
had a choice today, you had the two on the table and they said, okay, which one? Because the funny thing is they're similar in price,
Yes.
aren't they, really? Or the second-hand market.
Retail, the Breguet's worth more.
The Breguet, I think, on a
Quite a
bracelet's
bit
about 14, 15, but it does plummet.
Yeah, so pre-owned, very similar. But gosh, that's hard. That's kind of like asking which Wonder Woman do you prefer, the current one or Linda Carter?
You'd have to go Linda Carter, wouldn't
Oh,
you?
for sure. Yeah, I would actually, yeah. No, she was
very hot.
Yeah, she was yeah.
Very
I mean,
hot.
the current one's pretty good.
Yeah.
But Linda Carter was just gorgeous.
Mind you, Linda Carter has aged a bit now.
Oh, she still looks pretty good. Even she's in her 60s.
Yeah, I'd give it a go.
Mm-hmm.
So tell me this: if you had a choice, what would you choose?
Man, that's Look, I'm still in the honeymoon phase, I think, with the Explorer. I'm still loving it. I've always loved the Explorer.
Yeah.
I'd probably like to have both if I could.
You would like both?
In a collection, yeah.
I see.
I'd like both.
But if you had a choice of one, which one would you take? Which one? I'm just asking this question. They're dilemmas.
Yes,
I want to
yes.
say, would you... If you had the choice, you could have one. Would you walk away with the Breguet or would you walk away with the Explorer?
I'd like to try on the Breguet on the bracelet. Maybe the Explorer, but
you would go the Explorer still?
I think so.
Your loyalties are there.
Yeah,
your loyalties are there.
I do like Rolex, but man, that's hard. It is a beautiful piece. The Breguet is a beautiful watch.
Did I tell you, I asked Breguet how much that strap was, the buckle was, the deployment buckle? $600 now.
For a deployment buckle.
I bought one 18 months ago. It was like $350.
Can you get it on eBay for $350?
No, they're charging premiums on eBay. eBay's just...
You'll do that eventually, do you think?
No, not at $600.
No,
at $350.
If one comes up
at $350 I would, but
yes.
not at $600.
What would you do for the strap?
You can buy the straps, original straps,
for probably $700.
No, you can buy them. I've seen them on Chrono for $250, $225.
Okay, so get one of those.
But I'm not going to buy it if they don't have the buckle, and I'm not going to buy the buckle at $600. That's why I thought no brainer, just get the links.
Yeah, if you're gonna have the Breguet strap, an OEM Breguet strap, and you're gonna have just a tanch buckle, it wears the strap.
It does. It does. Look. I've put this on here. I actually love this strap. It's the guy. I told you I had a friend came up on Friday, and he actually I put one of these straps on for him, and because he hates the Breguet buckle.
Okay.
He says it's the most uncomfortable buckle. So the question is, Scotty, which one would you take? Which one would you take?
The Breguet.
You wouldn't.
Maybe I would.
You would take the Breguet?
Oh no! Look,
what? Are you crazy?
It's hard.
No, there's no. Look, I gotta say that is a very hard choice. I kind of think. Look, the pros and cons are, Rolex is Rolex, right?
Yes.
You got Mercedes-Benz residuals, okay? But the Rolex is automatic, waterproof, cool watch, right? But the Breguet is a super cool piece, like that Breguet script on the Art Deco Arabics, just the coin edging. I love the coin edging.
See, the question is, can an Explorer be your one and only watch? Yes.
Well, it can,
easily.
but could a Breguet be your one and only one?
No, that's what I'm. That's
you
what I'm
don't.
thinking.
Where do you get this from? What do you mean by that? It can't be your one and only.
Oh,
why not?
I think it's one to have in your collection, but I don't know it's your one and only piece. If it's versatile enough, that's all. Now, we're talking before about going swimming.
You seriously, you love the Breguet.
I love the Breguet. I love it.
Look, it's interesting we're having this discussion because the truth is, you don't regret buying the Explorer 1, but
No way. No
like
way.
you love that watch.
I love it.
But you just love the Breguet. It's super cool as
Yeah,
well, isn't
yeah.
it? That's more the point you're saying, isn't
Yes.
it?
But just as if I was only to have one watch, it'd be the Explorer. But in a collection,
Yeah.
I would definitely like
Okay.
a Breguet in the collection.
Okay.
Even in a 2-piece or 3-piece collection.
You'd like
out
the
of,
Breguet.
Out of any chronograph,
Mm.
look, Daytonas are pretty expensive.
Oh, they're crazy money. Crazy
If I was
money.
going to get a Daytona, I'd have to trade in my GMT and add
$5
$5,000 to it, or sell both my pieces.
coin. Serious coin.
So, if that's not going to happen, then what are my options for a chrono? Speedy, Breguet, Navitimer.
Speedy, Breguet, Navitimer. Speedy, Breguet, Navitimer. What else
I
is
can't think
there?
of any other mid-range.
Oh, they're
Or,
not mid-range.
you know,
They're
no, not
heavy hitters.
mid-range,
They're
but
heavy hitters.
In the,
They're heavy hitters, Scotty.
yes.
Well, I mean, things like Patek have got chronographs, but they're like $70,000.
Yeah.
You know, just 50,000 second. I was talking to a guy from America. Listen to this. He leases a Rolls Royce Wraith, $3,200 a month in America. Still a lot of money. And he's got he's thinking of buying a 5170, which is a Patek manual wind chronograph, 55,000 from David S. You know that famous seller, David S. David S.
He's on the Rolex for him too.
He's quite
reliable.
He's reliable. Quite respected. Quite a respected guy. So tell me this. So you would, if you had a choice there.
So Navitimer, Speedy, or Breguet, I'd go Breguet.
But Scotty, it just amazes me. If you had your time again, which one would you pick? Could you really live with the Breguet forever? The Explorer 1 you can live with.
Yes.
But I don't know whether you could live with the Breguet forever. You know, it's kind of...
In a collection you could. It's just as a individual piece, that's all. A one and only piece collection. It's
Why, do you see yourself as a one and only piece collection?
Well, I do, and I always say that, but then I keep looking online for other pieces. You just you can't help yourself sometimes. You know, it's the hobby.
It's like being faithful and then going to Thailand, isn't it?
Well, you just see something else and you want to
have a go of it.
You
want
to try it,
of it, don't you?
So
what do you think then? Tell me this. I want to know. I want to know. I want to know.
Oh, look,
Scotty.
I'll keep the Explorer. If it's one piece only, I'll keep the Explorer. But if I had the Explorer and, say, another watch, then, yeah, sure, I might trade it in to get the...
fair point, Scotty.
There you go.
Very, very fair point. Very good discussion.